Reading the first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it popping, baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love, man. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. The links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, or my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. Hopefully my notification gang pulls through. Guys, happy Friday. I hope we're all looking towards a fantastic weekend. Thank you all so much for those of you that are tuning in. Appreciate it so much. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first sign. Our first sign is Sagittarius. So let's see what we got going on. Hey everybody, happy Friday. I hope you guys are well. Starting out with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got coming up here for Team Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Sagittarians, we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on for the Sagittarian gang? Saggy, overall energy for you is showing up as the Three of Wands in reverse. So you could be connecting with a fellow fire sign for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we got the Lovers in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, you got the Justice. And then looking at the outcome, Sagittarius, we have here the Six of Cups. So Sagittarius, you could be connecting with a Gemini. You may also be dealing with a Libra, considering that we have the Lovers and the Justice showing up. Now, coming into your weekend, guys, Three of Wands in reverse here to the Lovers in reverse. Sagittarius, it kind of looks to me like in regards to your weekend here, you're feeling detached from a certain situation. Now, when I say situation, this could be a person, place, or thing, so I'm definitely feeling a bit of detachment. Three of Wands is typically a card that represents not really wanting to go forward, not really waiting on something anymore. You're turning your back on something. So it looks to me like you could be detaching from someone, letting go, turning your back on them, or it could be about something physical, such as a job. Maybe you're no longer wanting to work for a company or a corporation, so on and so forth. But nonetheless, looking at the what it is you're dealing with here, we do have the Justice. So it's almost as if like the moment you detach from something, Sagittarius, is the better that you actually start to feel. So by detaching or letting go from somebody or a situation, it overall makes you feel better. Looking at the outcome that's present, we got here the past. I think what's happening here for you, Sag, is that coming into your weekend, you're going to start reminiscing about the situation you're currently in. You're going to start looking back at, well, the way that this has affected me over time hasn't really been the best. For example, let's say you are walking away from a person this weekend. What's going to happen is you're going to start to think back to all the times you spent with this person and how they've kind of affected you and how you felt surrounding them. If it's not really like you felt any good, or if you haven't really felt positive, or if you haven't really felt great, you're starting to realize maybe I would be better off without them, and that's going to prove true here coming into your weekend. Now, if it's not a person you're walking away from, Sagittarius, this weekend you might be having a realization that your job is just what's making you constantly unhappy. Maybe you have a workplace that's incredibly stressful. Maybe you have a boss who's not too kind. Whatever the case may be, though, guys, this weekend, the gist of it is that you're coming to a realization that something in your life just doesn't make you happy. Every time you look back and think about it, anytime you're around a person or you're in a situation, you're just not happy being there. So you're realizing the environment you're a part of is not serving you in your highest of good, and therefore you seem to be detaching from it. And as you do detach from it, Sag, you feel a hell of a lot better. All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started off the weekend reading here with fire signs. Let's go ahead and do fire, water, air, earth. Going on to our water signs, let's have a look here at the Scorpio gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Scorpio, coming into your weekend, guys, you could be doing some sort of painting. You might be painting your child's room, or you could be painting a new house. So if you got a new house or new apartment, congratulations. That was interesting, though. Maybe you're an artist, Scorpio, but the moment I tapped into your energy, I smelled like fresh paint, almost as if like somebody just recently painted something or is going to be painting something. So don't know why that means anything or what that would mean to you, but that's what I picked up on. Angela says your sound is going in and out. Is that just for you? Or is that for everybody, guys? Let me know for the majority of you. If the majority of you, the live stream's completely fine, it might just be your connection, Angela, but I want to make sure that everybody's getting good sound quality, so I don't have to restart the daily at a later time. So guys, let me know real quick, okay? Before we move any further. Let me see if I can check out my stream on my laptop over here. And let's have a look. Sounds fine. One person said, it skipped a bit at times, not anything serious. It's okay for you. It's okay for you. Okay. I guess for the majority of people, it's doing okay. My stream's actually not popping up here on my computer for some reason. Oh, there we go. Let me take a look real quick. Go to live. Yeah, sounds fine to me. All right, might just be your internet connection, so just be mindful of that, Angela. But let me know, guys, if you have any more in and outs, or if the sound quality's bad, let me know moving forward so I can try to fix it, okay? All right, so Scorpio, sorry about that. Let's have a look at your weekend here. We're gonna grab one more shuffle for Scorpios, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Scorpio, overall energy for you this weekend is going to be a 6 of Swords. You could be dealing with an air sign. Taking a look at your current energy, we got the two of Cups in reverse. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we got here the 6 of Cups, and then looking at your outcome, we have the World in reverse. So, Scorpios, coming into your weekend, guys, 6 of Swords to the 2 of Cups in reverse. It kind of feels to me like you're drifting away from something here. You're not as close to something as you've used to be. Maybe it's a partner, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a workplace or a hobby. You're just noticing that you're drifting further and further away from someone or something. I mean, taking a look at what you're dealing with, you have here the 6 of Cups. It's almost like what you're holding on to is a version of what somebody or something used to be instead of what it actually is right now. And this kind of energy is something that I see appear frequently in people's lives on a daily basis. What happens is that we have a tendency to want to hold on to who somebody used to be, and it's really hard to accept who they actually are right now, because we miss the person they used to be. We miss the relationship you used to have with them, but if it's not the same today, it's not the same today. So Scorpios, I definitely feel like what's happening here is you're recognizing somebody's not the same as they used to be. I can't keep holding on to that previous version of who they used to be, otherwise I'm never going to be able to move on, and I'm never going to be able to accept them as they are in this present moment. So what's going on is you're letting go of who someone used to be here, okay, Scorpio? And you're accepting that they're a different person, you're accepting that they have changed, and as for the outcome that's present, the world in reverse, it's time to make this world in reverse become the world upright. It's time to totally let go and have a moment of acceptance. I think that it's been very difficult, guys. You're really missing someone, how they used to be in the past, how they used to act, the relationship you had in the past with them, but ultimately things have changed, and you're recognizing, like, I'm never going to be able to move on until I accept that this person has changed and that things are not going to be the same. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here this weekend, coming into full-blown acceptance of letting go of who somebody used to be and accepting who they are now, and that you're no longer in resonance with them, all right? Now, I know that this situation's difficult. It's definitely a tough pill to swallow. It really sucks when you miss who somebody used to be, but, you know, once you come into that place of acceptance, you can open yourself up to new beginnings with new types of people that may even resonate even better with you, all right, Scorpio? So keep your options open here. Don't be too worried to move on. Don't be afraid to move on. There's always something better on the other side, even if you don't see it yet. All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water, we did our fire. Going on to the air signs. Let's have a look here at the Libra gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for Team Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on for Libras here? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Libra, let's have a look here at your weekend, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Page of Cups. You could be connecting with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here the Tower. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we got the 2 of Wands in reverse. And then looking at your outcome for this weekend, Libra, we do have here a 4 of Swords. So as far as what I'm seeing for Libras, you might be dealing with a Scorpio, but let's have a look at this, okay? So Page of Cups here to the Tower card. Libra, moving into your weekend, guys, it definitely feels to me like it's time to no longer avoid something. It's time to actually confront it head on. So I feel like you're confronting a situation that you've kind of been avoiding for a while, and you're definitely confronting this head on. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, though, you're dealing with the 2 of Wands in reverse. I think some of you Libras are realizing the more that I kind of push off something, or the more that I kind of avoid a situation, the more the situation's going to continue to go on, especially if it's something that's not making you happy. So I see you guys being in a very direct energy this weekend. Maybe you need to confront a friend friend about something that's bothering you. Maybe you have to confront a partner about something that's bothering you, or maybe you got to confront your boss because you just have a lot of shit to say about the workplace. But I'm definitely seeing you guys being very blunt and very direct because there's something you need to say. There's something you got to get off your chest here, Libra. Looking at the outcome that's present, though, we do have here a Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords energy is like, once I go ahead and confront and say what needs to be said, then I can be at peace. Then I can lay myself down to rest, because it almost feels like whatever you've been avoiding has been creating a lot of restless energy in your life. So because you've been avoiding doing something or saying something, it's created restlessness within you. But now that you're going to be able to let it out, now that you're going to be able to confront whatever needs to be confronted, Libra, this weekend, you finally feel at peace. The Four of Swords here is like, I can lay down, I can rest, this restless energy can dissipate from me, and I can be cool, calm, collected, and relaxed. So guys, if you have to say something to a friend of yours, if you have to get something off your chest to anybody, if you need to tell your boss what's up, if you need to talk about a situation that was private that you feel needs to be known, whatever you got to do, whatever you got to confront that you've been avoiding this weekend, Libra, it's time to take a look at it and face it head on and be as direct as possible, because that's going to release that restless energy within you, and it's going to bring you back to a calmer vibe. So that's going to be my best advice for you guys. Be incredibly direct this weekend. Confront a situation head on that you've been avoiding, and I think it's going to work out better in your favor. All right, Libra, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our fire, our water, our air. Going on to the earth sign, let's have a look here at the Taurus gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for the bull gang. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got coming up here for Team Taurus? Sun, moon, rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Taurus, we're going to grab ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. All right, Taurus, hold on a second. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You could be connecting with a fellow earth sign for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we got here a Five of Wands. Looking at what you're dealing with, you got here the Wheel of Fortune. And then looking at your outcome, Taurus, we have here the Two of Wands in the reverse. So let's have a look at this. Overall energy to your current, that's going to be the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, followed up here with the Five of Wands. So coming into the weekend for Tauruses, Six of Pentacles reverse, something here feels pretty off balance for you, and it's creating a lot of hectic energy in your life. So because something here is not equal, or something here is not going in the way you want it to, you definitely feel like, holy shit, this is just a lot of hectic energy. As far as what I'm seeing for Tauruses, you may have some sort of miscommunications occurring this weekend. There could be electrical issues happening here too for a few of you that might be stressing you out. Maybe there's issues happening with your internet, your computer. I'm not sure what it is astrological wise that's going on, but even I've noticed in my personal life, it feels like Mercury's in retrograde even though it isn't. I've had to deal with like electronic issues and miscommunications and like foggy brain and whatever. So whatever astrological influence right now is dominating that has these mercurial like tendencies, I definitely feel like that could be what's affecting some of you guys this weekend. So just a word to the wise, for some of you Taurians, there might be a little bit of issues here with like the internet or electronics or something like that. But either way, Six of Pentacles reversed, Five of Wands, it typically talks about something here is knocking things off balance. It's making you feel a little stressed out. Now, taking a look at what you're dealing with the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune represents that things are going to change though. So Taurus, if you have been dealing with a lot of unbalanced energy surrounding you, expect that to change this weekend. I do feel here for you that things are going to go in a brand new direction for you. Looking at the outcome that's present, Two of Wands reversed, you can go ahead and kiss this nasty energy goodbye is what I'm hearing for you. So Taurus, if you've been dealing with a lot of problems, maybe you've been dealing with internet problems, maybe you've been dealing with people problems, it feels to me like your problems are going to be dissolved coming into this weekend. It definitely looks to me like things are shifting in a better direction. They're doing a 180 for you. So guys, whatever the unbalance has been, maybe the unbalance has been that you've had a shitty sleep schedule. Maybe your sleep has been off this whole entire week. It's going to get fixed moving into the weekend. Let's say you've had issues or problems with your friends. That could be getting resolved this weekend as well. So whatever the issue is or whatever the unbalance is, it's going to be different for every Taurus in their own personal life. But whatever it is, it seems to be that there's going to be a 180-degree turnaround, and you can go ahead and kiss this stressful energy goodbye. So Tauruses, I don't see you very stressed here anymore. I see issues getting resolved. I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of signs. Going back onto the fire signs now, let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Leo gang. What's cracking, baby? Messages for Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for Team Leo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Leo, we're going to grab ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Ten of Wands. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here the Three of Swords. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, Queen of Wands in reverse. And then the outcome for my Leos is going to be the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So let's have a look at this one. Ten of Wands here to the Three of Swords. So definitely an energy of some suffering here, or some burdensome energies coming towards you. So coming into your weekend, you could have something that's bothering you. Three of Swords doesn't always have to represent that your heart is broken or that somebody broke your heart. It could represent pain. It could also represent pain from an isolation. So maybe you're currently not available to see somebody, or maybe you're in this energy where somebody's just not around. That could be what is causing the pain. So if you feel isolated from somebody, Leo, that could be the energy that's bothering you or upsetting you. But overall, coming into your weekend here, Ten of Wands to the Three of Swords, something is upsetting you very greatly, and I think that you're having a difficult time kind of dealing with so much overwhelming emotions, okay? Looking at what you're dealing with right now, Queen of Wands reversed, it almost feels like something's lost its spark, Leo. It's very hard to be happy right now. It's very hard to smile when I'm going through so much. So you're having a difficult time here, and I totally understand that, you know? Nobody expects you to be, really happy and having a joyous time when that's just not the case currently occurring in your life. You know, looking at the outcome that's present, Ace of Pentacles reversed, you have no motivation to do anything, you don't feel motivated to get out of bed, you don't feel motivated to go see friends. I totally understand that, been there plenty of times in my life. So what I want you guys to know right now is that if you kind of need a break this weekend, Leo, from everybody and anything, if you need a break right now to kind of just focus on, you know, getting through this pain one day and one step at a time, give yourself that blessing, give yourself that break. Don't feel like you gotta, you know, snap yourself out of this 1, 2, 3. If you got a lot going on and you're emotionally overwhelmed, take your time, and most importantly, take care of yourself. What do I mean by take care of yourself? Well, make sure while you're processing all these emotions, you're still keeping up with some sort of routine that's healthy. Make sure you're at least getting out of bed to get yourself some breakfast. Make sure you're eating, right? Make sure that you are sleeping correct. Make sure that you are, you know, getting a little bit of sunlight here and there, right? Make sure you take care of yourself throughout this process of really dealing with a lot of overwhelming emotions, okay? Is my best advice here for you, Leo. But other than that, do not show up for anybody else right now. Make sure you're showing up for yourself this weekend. If you have a lot happening in your life, you're allowed to take care of you. All right? So I want you guys to take care of you. And if you also would like other people in your life to assist you or take care of you, don't be afraid to reach out to individuals in your life that care and tell them what's going on. Maybe this weekend you can have some people come over, have a good time with you, try to get your mind off of things. That could be something wonderful for you here as well. All right? Now, do remember, everybody, I know that that reading was for Leo, but if it doesn't apply to you, don't apply it to you. If it doesn't resonate, don't force it to resonate. And, you know, if it's a Leo message that does resonate with you, just do your best to make sure you're on top of taking care of yourself, at least, okay? You guys are going to be okay. I know it's rough. There's a lot of moments in life that could be rough, but I promise you, you're going to get through it, all right? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we did our fire, going on to our water signs now. Let's have a look here at the Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got coming up here for Team Pisces, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Pisces, we're going to grab ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully, all is well, okay? What do we got going on for the Pisces gang? Pisces, overall energy for you is going to be the Chariot, okay? You could be connecting with a Cancerian for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we got the Death card, looking at what you're dealing with, the Two of Wands in reverse, and then the outcome for you, Pisces, is going to be the Seven of Wands. So, Piscean, coming into your next 24 hours, you might be connecting with a Scorpio or a Cancer, but the Chariot here to the Death card, something here is changing up for you, and I definitely feel like you're ready to let this change happen. You're ready to embrace it. You're ready to go on to a brand new path, Pisces. Having a look at what you're dealing with here. You're dealing with the Two of Wands in reverse. I feel like you've got very fed up with something, Pisces, to the point where it's like, I can no longer be involved in this direction. I need to completely change course. So maybe you're getting very fed up with your work work life. You could be getting very fed up with your partner, very fed up with your friends, so on and so forth. And it feels to me like what you're really dying for is to move into a brand new direction. So Pisces, coming into your weekend, guys, you are shifting into a new direction. What does this mean? What does shifting into a new direction stand for? Well, it really depends upon your situation. You know, if you hate your job, fuck it. I'm going to start applying. I'm going to start getting ready to set myself up for a brand new job. If you cannot, if you feel like you're just not in a place anymore where you want to have this partnership with somebody, maybe it's time to be single and to go out and have fun again and enjoy my single life. That is what changing directions here means. You're not going to stay involved in the same situation you're already in. You're getting ready to move on to something new. Looking at the outcome that's present, 7 of Wands, it feels to me like you want to block your past and leave it in the past as much as you can. So what's going on here, Pisces, is you want to leave something in the past, whether it be a relationship, a job, a friendship, whatever it may be. You want to leave it in the past this weekend, and you only want to look to the new. You only want to look forward to the new experiences, to the other, other possibilities you have, to the other things that are out there that are good for you. You're just not in a place right now where you want to keep on going in one situation that's already making you unhappy. So Pisces, you're changing course, looking like a new path here for you as you're leaving something behind and you're keeping it in the past. All right, Pisces, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Goddamn, baby. So we did our fire, we did our water, going on to the air signs. Let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Aquarius gang. What's cracking, baby? Messages for Team Aqua. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next in the next 72 hours. What do we got coming in here for Team Aquarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Aqua, we're going to get one last shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aquarius, overall energy for you, we got here the Justice in the reverse, taking a look at your current energy, 3 of Swords reversed, looking at what you're dealing with, the Lovers, and then the outcome for you, Aqua, is going to be a 4 of Cups. So you might be connecting with a Gemini, you also could be connecting with a Libra, but Aquarius, the Lovers in reverse here too, the Justice in reverse here too, the 3 of Swords in reverse. Coming into your weekend, guys, it definitely feels to me like you are in a position to where something's no longer affecting you. I think that you still don't feel like justice was served, though. Like, you moved on from a situation, but you moved on from something that you feel still shouldn't have happened to you. Like, you still feel a certain sense of injustice. It's like you're over it, you moved on, you've accepted it, but do you believe that you deserved what happened? Absolutely not. So I definitely feel like you're looking at a situation like, I'm over it, I'm fine, but it was still not right for that to happen to me. Taking a look at what you're dealing with the Lovers. So it could have been a very strong romantic situation that happened, Aquarius. Maybe you were dealing with somebody that you had a really strong romantic connection with, and maybe it didn't go the way you wanted it to. You know, this is probably resulting in a breakup. Maybe a breakup happened for you, and the way that that breakup happened and the treatment that you received during that entire breakup process wasn't fair for you to endure. So Aquarius, what I'm looking at here is like, I'm okay. I am doing my best to move on. I'm letting go of somebody and I'm living my life without them. But is it fair necessarily the way they treated me? No. So you still feel like somebody here definitely did not treat you as you deserved. You still feel like there's a sense of injustice, even though you've accepted the situation and you're choosing to let it go. And you're allowed to feel that way, Aquarius. You know, anytime somebody does something unjust towards you, anytime you experience any sort of injustices, you're allowed to feel exactly how you feel. But do remember, at the end of the day, karma is something that's an interesting word, because karma simply means action. And when there are actions, there will always be consequences. Remember, there is no such thing as good karma or bad karma. Karma is simply action, and with actions, there's consequences. The person that you were dealing with here, Aquarius, will get the consequences of their actions, especially if any injustices had happened to you. And in regards to you, Aquarius, guess what? They missed out on a pretty awesome Aqua that somebody else is going to be incredibly lucky to have coming into your future. So guys, listen, in life, sometimes people are going to fucking break us. Sometimes people are going to hurt us. Sometimes people are going to be the best thing ever for us. But you know what? after any injustice that happens to us, just remember there's always going to be justice moments that are going to come through for you. So Aquarius, if something happened to you that wasn't really great, if this person mistreated you, if they broke your fucking heart, just do remember there will be somebody in your future who cherishes it, okay? Look forward to that because it will happen for you. All right, Aquarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the air, the fire, the water, going on to our earth sign. Let's have a look here at the Virgo gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what messages do we got coming up here for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, by the way, sorry, Virgo, give me 1 second. I almost forgot to say thank you. Pisces, love 5. Thank you for the $1.99, my love. Appreciate it. Thanks, and spot on. Love this. You're very welcome, my love. Thank you so much for that donation. I appreciate it. And Pisces, love, thank you for always tuning in and stopping by. You are always welcome here. Thank you so much for your love and support. So, getting back into it, what do we got coming in here for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Virgo, we got cards flying all over the place, so let's see what kind of message we're getting here. Did one fall on the floor? Oh, yes, it did. Give me 1 second, Virgo. Oh, my Lord. Usually when I have cards flying all over the place, it's usually a message that could be a little jumbled up. So let's see what we got here. What's coming in for Virgo's weekend? Virgo, overall energy for you, the Tower. Speaking of jumbling things up, we have here a Tower card. You could be connecting with a Scorpio for a few of you, but the Tower usually represents, here comes a light bulb moment, here comes a big realization moment or a big shift occurring. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the Four of Pentacles, and then looking at the outcome for Virgos here, we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So, Virgo, coming into your weekend, guys, the Tower to the Knight of Pentacles reverse. Something's got to stop. Okay? Point blank period. Something here's got to stop. What has to stop? I have no idea yet. Okay? That's just the message that came through. My guides were like, this has got to stop. Okay, what has to stop, Virgo? You tell me. Okay? So the Tower card here, all the way to the Knight of Pentacles reverse. Something needs to come to a halt. Taking a look at what you're dealing with. Four of Pentacles. What has to stop? Well, Virgo, I think it's something you're doing, and this is your inner spirit telling you that you got to stop something. What does the Four of Pentacles represent in the tarot? It tends to represent holding on to things tightly. What are you holding on to that your inner spirit wants you to let go of, Virgo? I think that's what your weekend's going to be all about here. I think, you know, the Tower card here is kind of your higher self trying to tell you, hey, look, you're holding on to something. You've been holding on to that tightly for so long, but it hasn't been doing you any good. It might be time to finally let go. So Virgos, the massive realization this weekend is going to be that you've been holding very tightly onto something that may not be serving in your highest of good, and your inner spirit here is begging you to finally let go. Now, what you could be holding on to, maybe you're holding on to an ex, maybe you're holding on to a past situation, maybe you're holding on to something that right now just isn't doing you good on a mental, physical, and spiritual level. But overall, guys, whatever you're holding tightly onto, your higher self wants you to become aware of how that is working against you instead of working with you. Because whatever you are holding on to here, it doesn't feel like it's going in your favor. It feels like it's working against you. You know, looking at the outcome that's present, Ace of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse is essentially saying what you're holding on to right now is preventing you from having the future you want. What you're holding on to right now here, Virgo, is preventing you from getting that new beginning. And that makes a lot of sense, especially if I give you guys this example. For example, if you're still holding on to your ex, how could you expect to meet somebody new? Right? If you're still at the job that you hate, that only makes you $50,000 a year, how could you have $1 million in your bank account? Or how could you make $1 million a year if you're at a job that only makes you $50,000? Right? So if you're holding on to something that's limiting you from attaining the future you want, you cannot get to the future you want because what you're holding on to acts as a roadblock. Okay? So that's the vibe here coming into this weekend, Virgo. Stop having what you're holding on to be the blockage of getting the future or new beginning that you want for yourself. All right, baby? All right, Virgo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our second batch of signs, going on to the last and final batch. Let's have a look here at the Aries gang. What's cracking, baby? Messages for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, or in the next 72 hours, thank you. What do we got coming in here for Team Aries, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. in the next 72 hours. By the way, for the 177 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. All right, Aries, we're going to grab ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll look at your weekend here. Hopefully, we're looking at something wonderful, okay? Aries, overall energy for you is going to be the Empress in reverse. Looking at your current energy, we got the Three of Wands, looking at what you're dealing with, the World in reverse, and then the outcome is going to be the Fool card. All right. A lot of zodiacs you could be dealing with here, excuse me. You could be connecting with a Libra. You may also be dealing with an Aries or possibly an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or a Leo. Now, Aries, getting into your reading here, the Empress in reverse right now to the Three of Wands upright. It almost feels like you're not ready to grow yet, or you're not ready to outgrow something. You want to stay in your environment just a little bit longer. So it's almost like you're realizing, I thought I was ready for this, but maybe I'm not. And I'm not sure what this is, by the way. Maybe this is about making a move. Like, for example, let's say you're currently living in one home and you thought you were ready to move to a dream home or towards a new home, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know if I'm necessarily ready to do that. I don't know if I'm necessarily ready to leave all these memories behind to start a new life. Speaking of starting a new life, this could be that same energy too. Maybe your current life right now is very comfortable and you're worried if you're not ready to be able to leave that comfortability to go towards that new life that you've kind of had set up for you. So as far as what I'm seeing here for you right now, Aries, I think there's this fear of wanting to go to a new place and wanting to outgrow where you're currently at. Because where you're currently at is not the worst place in the world. There's a lot of upside to it, you know? And here's my thing though, guys. Who's saying that you have to walk away from where you're happy? Who's saying you have to walk away from where you're content? Who's saying that you have to outgrow your current situation right now? If you're happy where you are, if you're content where you are, don't feel like you have to push yourself out of it. Don't. Okay? And word to the wise here. Let's say you are an Aries who's even younger than I am, because I'm 22 years old. I'm young as fuck. I know that. A lot of people always tell me, Aunt, you're so damn young. I know I'm very young. Let's say you're 18 right now. And you're like, yo, I want to move out of my parents' house and start to become an adult and live in the real world. You know what my advice is to you? Wait a bit. Enjoy living with your parents. Enjoy not paying bills, okay? Because it's a pain in the ass the more you become an adult, okay? I know I'm 22, but at the age of 19, 20, I started to see what it was really like having to deal with bills and all things like that. It sucks, man. So either way, moving forward here, the best advice I can give you, Aries, is that if you're comfortable somewhere in your life right now, don't feel like it has to change and don't force yourself to have to change it. You know, taking a look at what you're dealing with, the world in reverse. You're good where you're at. Don't feel like you have to make all these massive changes to create this crazy new beginning. If you want to let go right now of this new beginning that you had in your mind, or if you want to let go of this new place you were thinking about going to, that's more than fine. If you want to stay where you are, that you feel comfortable in and that you feel content in, you're more than welcome to do that. Don't be afraid to pull the trigger on plans you've made for yourself if you're happy where you are already, okay? All right, Aries, don't be afraid here, guys. Please don't, okay? Enjoy where you are. If you're happy there, stay there, all right? Now, I'm not sure who that'll resonate to, but if that is your story, I hope it resonates with you well, okay? All right, Aries, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we finished up all the fire signs. Going on to the last water sign, let's have a look here at the Cancer gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got coming in here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Cancer, we're going to get ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Oh, hold on one second, Cancer. Let's see what we got going on. Cancer, overall energy for you is going to be the Five of Wands in the reverse. So that's not too bad, right? You could be dealing with a fire sign for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Queen of Swords in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the Four of Swords. And then looking at your outcome that's present, Cancer, we got the Page of Pentacles for your weekend. So, looking at Cancerian's weekend, Five of Wands reversed and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. It looks like a weekend, Cancer, where you're actually pretty calm. I really feel like you're de-stressing especially if you've had a bit of a stressful week that you've currently endured. This weekend looks like relaxation for you, okay? You could be having a spa day, you could be getting your nails done, you could be having self-care, going shopping. I'm definitely feeling like your weekend here is like my mind is off of work. So for the Cancers that have especially had like, a very difficult week at work, like your weekend right now is to just enjoy yourself. This is a weekend of no bad vibes, no negativity, no stress. I'm just going to be calm as fuck. I like that for you. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, Four of Swords. You're definitely going to have a lot of rest is what it looks like to me, Cancer. Do be mindful of oversleeping this weekend though, because there may be some important things that you have, such as possibly an event or maybe some plans that are important, Cancer. So try not to sleep in on plans that are important because as we know, Cancerians can have a tendency to be able to sleep for hours without anything being able to wake you up, okay? Me being a Cancer sun, it is very difficult to wake me up. I am not really a great morning person. I enjoy sleeping in, and if I could sleep in all the time, I totally would. So one thing I'll say is that it's very hard to wake a Cancer, all right? So if you're a Cancerian, make sure, if you got some plans going on this weekend, make sure you keep yourself available and on schedule and on task. But nonetheless, looking at the outcome here, Page of Pentacles, it does look like a very good weekend. I see you managing your time well. I see you really focused up on you. The Page of Pentacles is about what you're giving your energy to, and this weekend is all about giving your energy to really good things. So guys, I don't see anything bad at all here for you. I actually see it being a very rejuvenating and relaxing weekend. If you've been a Cancer that's had a really stressful work week, you're going to come into a very relaxing weekend. It looks like a weekend here where you're just doing what you need to do for you. You're catching back up on your rest. You're making sure that you are having a time to decompress from your daily normal life. And that's looking really awesome, guys. Okay? I like it, Cancer. No crazy or special message, but a really good message instead. I like it for you. Okay? I'm looking forward to this weekend. Sheesh. I like it. I definitely can't wait to relax a little bit. Okay? All right, Cancer. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we finished up all of the water signs and all of the fire signs. Going on now to the air signs, let's have a look here at the Gemini gang. What do we got going on? Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got coming up here for Gemini's weekend? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Gemini, let's grab ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on for the Gemini gang? Gemini, overall energy for you is showing up as the Tower. So you could be connecting with a Scorpio for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we got here the 10 of Cups in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got here the 6 of Cups, and then the outcome that's present is going to be the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So Geminis, coming into your weekend, the Tower here to the 10 of Cups in reverse. It kind of seems to me like you're realizing that maybe something's not all rainbow and sunshine. Maybe something here is not as great as it seems, is the vibe that you're coming into alignment with. So you're realizing something's not as great as it seems. Taking a look at what you're dealing with the 6 of Cups. It's almost like you're recognizing the past was better than this. So, you know what it feels like to me, guys? Have you ever had a situation in your life where in your past, you did something, it was fun, it was such a good time, but then you do it again in the present moment, and it's just like, okay, like, maybe a couple years ago, you went mini golfing at this certain mini golf place, it was a great time, and then you went presently, years later, and you're like, it's not as good as I remembered it to be. That's kind of the same energy I'm seeing for you this weekend, okay, Gemini? Something doesn't seem as good as what it used to be. Now, keep in mind, this could be a really simple message, Gemini, and it actually might resonate to something that I just mentioned. Maybe this weekend you're doing something you haven't done in a couple of years, like, for example, the mini golf thing. Let's say you went to this place a couple years ago. It was fantastic. You might go back to this same place again in this weekend and realize that it's not as good as it used to be in the past. So for some of you Geminis, that could just be like a fair warning. Don't get your hopes up. You might be doing something you did years ago, and it's just not the same. It's just not as great as it used to be. Maybe you went to a bar a couple years ago, it was extravagant, it was amazing, and then this weekend you're going to go to that same bar and you're like, it's really not as good as I remember it, right? So that could be the vibe. But either way, guys, whether it's not something simple like that or it's something a little more deep, I feel like that's the overall gist of this message. You're coming back into something that you've done before in your past, Gemini, and doing it this time around, you're like, I don't like it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It just doesn't seem like it used to, as it once was in the past. It doesn't seem that great, okay? Looking at the outcome that's present, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is like 10 out of 10. I wouldn't recommend to do this again, okay? So that's the energy I'm seeing for your weekend, guys. I mean, maybe it's about reconnecting with an old friend. You know, maybe in the past you had great times with this old friend, but maybe in the present they're just not the same person. And you're like, you know what? I don't really know if they're all that fun. I don't really know if I really vibe with them or connect with them. That could be the message coming through here too for a few of you Geminis. You might be getting drinks with an old friend this weekend, or just reconnecting and hanging out, and then you come to the realization of, they're not the same they used to be, so I'm not really enjoying much of my time with them. So 10 of Pentacles reversed, yeah, I'm not sure if I would do this again, you know? So that's what I got here for you. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, okay? Based upon your own situation. So all of my Geminis, well, not all of my Geminis, but my Gemini is done. So with all the air signs done, all the fire signs, and all the water signs, going on to the last and final zodiac of today, let's have a look here at the Capricorn, all right? What do we got going on here for Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got coming up here for Team Capricorn, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Capricorn, we're going to have a look here at your weekend, man. Hopefully all is well. Cappy, overall energy for you is going to be the Page of Wands in the reverse. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here the 6 of Wands in reverse based upon what you're dealing with. 10 of Cups reversed, outcome that's present, 4 of Cups. Interesting. Speaking of interest, I feel a lot of disinterest actually coming off your energy. Page of Wands reversed to the 6 of Wands in reverse. It usually feels like something here is just not attaching you, something here is just not enticing you or engaging you. You feel really disinterested in something, Capricorn. I'm not sure what it is. You might feel very disinterested in your friends or your family or your job. I don't know what it is though. Something's just not hitting the spot for you, or something here is just not grabbing your attention. You know, taking a look at what you're dealing with the 10 of Cups reverse. Something here doesn't feel fulfilling. I'm not sure what this is for you though, Cappies. Because I don't know, it could be anything, of course. It could be maybe something happening with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Maybe your job or your hobbies are just not as interesting as they once were. But I see you losing interest in something here. Looking at the outcome that's present, 4 of Cups, losing interest almost to the point where it's like you rather ignore it altogether. So for those of you that are dealing with romantic situations, maybe you've been talking to somebody romantically, chances are maybe you're just not that into them anymore, and this weekend you're like, I kind of don't really want to continue this because I just don't really feel very romantically engaged with them anymore. Maybe you're starting to get a little bored, you know, especially if somebody's trying to get to know you or trying to date you. You know, you might feel like they're just not as interesting as they were in the beginning, and they might be starting to bore you. So Capricorns, in the dating scene, you might be getting a little bored. Maybe it feels like connections are just running really dry and stale. Same thing could apply too, though, with hobbies. This might be a time where your hobbies might start changing. Just throwing that out there too for you Capricorns. If you feel that your hobby's not as interesting as it used to be, it might be time to start exploring whatever else or whatever, you know, other kind of hobbies you really like or resonate with too, you know? So it's a little bit of a fickle message. It's weird. It doesn't really give a lot of energy or like a lot of descriptive energy per se, Cappy. So run with it if it resonates. I'm sorry that it's a little bit of an awkward message. I wish I could give you guys a better one, but whatever comes out always comes out. There's nothing I can do about that. But coming into your weekend, I do sense disinterest here, and whatever you are uninterested in right now, it looks to me like you're going to look the other way. But here's one thing, right? Whenever you're disinterested in something, that means your attention and interest is going to start to be directed to something else. So if you're disinterested here, you're going to find other interests. And who knows, maybe those other interests are going to suit you a lot better than this current situation. All right? So sorry it was vague. Sorry it was weird. Sorry it was awkward, Capricorn. I wish I could have gave you a bit of a better message. But, you know, it is what it is, okay? I love you guys, though. Thank you for tuning in nonetheless. It's super appreciated. So with that all being said, guys, let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. Y'all, thank you so much, man, for coming out to the weekend reading. I really, really appreciate everybody. If you enjoyed it, please let me know down in the comments down below. Shout out to the peeps that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you, everybody, for your love and for your support. For everybody who sent in donations, guys, thank you so much for all those donations. They help a lot more than you all know. Really, really appreciate it. With much love and gratitude, thank you guys so much. If you're new here and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. subscribing, it would be greatly appreciated. Real quick, I wanted to give everybody an update. As for today, I uploaded the last 3 zodiacs for March 2022. That was Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So keep in mind right now, all 12 of the zodiac for March 2022 are uploaded. Everybody's monthly reading is available on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen your zodiac monthly March 2022 reading, it's already uploaded to my channel. Feel free to give it a check out if you guys haven't checked it out already. We'll be getting into the mid-month shortly, but all the overall monthlies are currently finished. Now, at some point, guys, I do want to start incorporating weekly readings again into my YouTube channel. I used to do weekly readings in the past that were really fun, but you know, life kind of got overwhelming about a year or two ago, so I couldn't really have the most time ever to get to those types of readings. So I'm interested in getting weekly readings back into the mix. I just have to figure out when I want to start so that I can keep a consistent flow of the dates and the videos and so on and so forth. So just to let everybody know, I'm considering doing weeklies and adding that into the mix of everything. So bear with me. I'm definitely really harping on that idea. I'm just trying to figure everything out, okay? So as always, I like to update you guys before I exit out these videos, so I just want to keep you guys in the loop with everything, all right? All right, guys, with that all being said, have a lovely weekend. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for spending another week here at the Cancer Moons Tarot channel. Appreciate it so much, man. Much love to all of you. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your whole entire weekend, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love to my soul family, and have yourselves a good one. Peace. Later, peeps. Much love, baby.